Is it time to buy or sell Myriad Genetics stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Myriad Genetics. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 11th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive a free price prediction and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 6th of August, 2025, our system has identified Myriad Genetics as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.91. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced an increase of 9.17%. This results in an average return of 2.29% per day since it was classified as a buy candidate. The stock currently resides in the upper segment of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term. This situation often presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders as a pullback towards the lower section of the trend is anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $6.33 would initially signal a stronger upward momentum. Analyzing the 3-month trend reveals a potential change of approximately 12.39% over the next 3 months, with possible returns fluctuating between negative 28.85% and positive 14.95%. In the context of a longer-term perspective, our 12-month analysis projects a change of negative 80.85%. Based on our evaluations, the stock's performance could vary between negative 100% and negative 80.77% throughout the next year. In practical terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $0 and $1.19. Our latest daily update for Myriad Genetics includes the headline, Myriad Genetics stock upgraded to buy candidate. The Myriad Genetics stock price decreased by 2.06% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 11th of August, 2025, dropping from $6.32 to $6.19. During that day, the stock experienced fluctuations of 7.5%, ranging from a low of $6.07 to a high of $6.52. Over this period, the price has shown volatility, but there's been a gain of 41.32% over the last 2 weeks. Interestingly, the trading volume decreased alongside the stock price, which is actually a positive sign, as volume typically follows the stock's movement. On the last trading day, the volume fell by 640,000 shares, with a total of 2 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $10.78 million. Looking at the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $29.30, while the lowest was $3.76. Currently, the price is 78.87% or $23.11 below the 52-week high, and 87.73% or $44.25 below the all-time high, which occurred on the 4th of September, 2018, when the price peaked at $50.44. Myriad Genetics entered August with promising results for the second quarter. Revenue saw modest growth compared to the previous year, and the company exceeded expectations for both revenue and earnings per share, which were reported at 5 cents. They subsequently raised their full-year revenue guidance to a range of $818 to $828 million. Management highlighted the expansion of hereditary cancer testing into patients without symptoms, early access to the first gene prenatal screen, and the commercial launch of Precise MRD as significant growth drivers that boosted both volume and revenue. These positive results and the upgraded guidance are likely to support the stock in the short term, as investors may respond favorably to the momentum and adjust their expectations, especially if quarterly trends continue. However, this potential upside is tempered by ongoing business risks stemming from a reduction in payer coverage earlier this year, which negatively impacted GeneSight pharmacogenomics revenue and led to a shareholder investigation. This uncertainty could keep volatility high until reimbursement and legal matters are resolved. In the long term, the successful adoption of hereditary cancer testing, MRD, and prenatal offerings could broaden Myriad's addressable market and facilitate sustained revenue and margin growth. However, ongoing success will depend on effective execution, payer coverage, and regulatory clarity. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 21st of May, 2025, it was reported that Scotiabank assigned MYGN a sector perform rating with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025, it was reported that Craig-Hallum awarded MYGN a buy rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned MYGN a neutral rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025, it was reported that Wells Fargo gave MYGN a cautious rating with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 12th of March, 2025, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned MYGN an overweight rating with an upgrade action. Analysts have assigned Myriad Genetics stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as buy. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Myriad Genetics. The Myriad Genetics stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between these two signals, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support is anticipated at the levels of $5.15 and $5. A decline below either of these thresholds will trigger sell signals. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. However, some negative signals have also been noted, which may impact the short-term trajectory. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Friday, the 8th of August, 2025, and thus far, the stock has decreased by 2.06%. Further declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, volume has decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which mitigates overall risk as volume typically aligns with price movements. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. The moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots have generated a sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger signals a buy that occurred 17 days ago. The short-term moving average suggests a buy signal from 5 days ago. Similarly, the long-term moving average also indicates a buy signal from 5 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages provided a buy signal 2 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we can observe the short moving average has indicated a buy signal from 5 days ago. The long-term moving average similarly suggested a buy signal from 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages has provided a buy signal 204 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Myriad Genetics. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $5.67 and $5.29. There's a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, Myriad Genetics finds support just below today's level at $5.67. If this level is broken, the next support for an accumulated volume will be at $5.29 and $4.92. This stock can experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a broad prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be at a very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $0.455 between its high and low, which is a change of 7.5%. Throughout the past week, the stock has exhibited an average daily volatility of 9.25%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Myriad Genetics, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company has negative earnings or is incurring losses. Even well-established companies can go through challenging periods, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profit and potential risks of bankruptcy. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 6th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are set at 1 cent. Keep an eye on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Myriad Genetics. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Myriad Genetics is at $6.32. If you do not currently own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could present an opportunity for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, Myriad Genetics faces its first support level at $5.67. If this support level maintains, it could serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Myriad Genetics from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's review some recent insider trades. On the 5th of June, 2025, Dreisman Heinrich conducted an insider purchase of 49,796 shares of common stock. On the 5th of June, 2025, Bissero Paul also conducted an insider purchase of 49,796 shares of common stock. On the 5th of June, 2025, Davis Mark Steven conducted an insider purchase of 24,148 shares of common stock. On the 5th of June, 2025, Fansteel S. Louise conducted an insider purchase of 49,796 shares of common stock. On the 5th of June, 2025, newcomer Lee Nisley conducted an insider purchase of 49,796 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that insider power is positive, with a ratio of 61.074. In total, insiders acquired 2,219,102 shares and sold 518,789 shares in these last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $5.92, reflecting a decline of 4.36%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which inherently leads to a higher level of risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal generated from a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is Myriad Genetics stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, combined with an overall positive trend, suggest that the current price may present a buying opportunity. There is a reasonable chance that Myriad Genetics stock could perform well in the near future. We have updated our analysis from a hold to a buy recommendation for this stock since our last evaluation. After assessing the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 12th of August, we anticipate Myriad Genetics to open higher by approximately 0.0683 and begin trading at 6.26. We would like to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor prior to making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your insights. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.